Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Rust. I am Skitterin, and a lot has actually happened since the last video. I didn't want to bore you with all the gathering and all that stuff. I will show you a little bit how to build, but the gathering can be a very... it's kind of a boring task. I mean, just like it is about any other game like this. Let's go ahead and show you how to craft. Right now, we need a ceiling. So you go up here to the crafting menu, you scroll right on down, and you find wood ceiling. Now, for whatever reason, the wood ceiling seems to cost the most out of all the parts for the structures, so... Despite its cost, though, it seems to be one of the faster items to craft, so... Yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of new items. I have anti-radiation pills. I've got some bullets. Down here, I've got my 9mm pistol. I also happen to have food now, cloth, sulfur, and metal ore, and then gunpowder. So as you can see, I've been kind of busy over the last hour, two maybe. But it's actually been a lot of fun, despite being killed a lot. I don't know if it's the area I settled in or what, but it seems like this area is just filled with PKers, so... That's okay. Part of the game. So let's go up here and show you how building actually works. So you come up here, you need these pillars, these posts in between everything. You select the item you want to place. Wait for it to fall into place. It's all snap to system. And then you just click. And then I've got a roof. It's actually a nice, easy little system. I mean, there's no complication to it. I mean, it does mean you are limited on how creative you can get, but it is a nice little system that does work well, and it does work fast. And I think that's more important than, you know, having these ridiculous structures that just all around look crazy. That being said, though, as you look at this building right up here, you see that he's actually done quite a lot with it. I mean, you can tell that it's not a normal, just square house or anything like that. He actually has done quite a bit with it, and it actually looks pretty cool. So yeah, right now I'm actually looking for food. More food. You can never have enough of it. So we're gonna go over here and... Uh-oh. I dread running into people in this game. You never know if someone's gonna be friendly or not. I actually need some more wood, so I'm gonna go ahead and gather some. And I'm going to introduce you guys to your first zombie. That is him. Special little guy. Apparently does not want to die, though. Oh, maybe our special little guy's bugged. Either way, let's kill a pig. That was one tough son of a bitch, considering it only takes like 2 or 3 hatchet strikes to kill him. Anyways, gonna gather my raw chicken breast for my pig kill. Probably should reload my ammo. Still, everything in this game is placeholder. Nothing is final. If you don't like the way something looks, don't worry, it'll probably change. It should be said, though, that the guns actually do look pretty good. You know? And as you can see over there, it looks like there are some NPC or just pre-built structures. Let's go and visit one. I don't know if this is such a good idea. If I had to guess, I'd say people probably flock to these things like crazy. And it looks like somebody has built a structure around this. So I guess that means I can't get in. Now let's go see if this zombie wants to indulge us for the video. Well, it certainly looks like that one's willing to indulge us, so let's go ahead and there we go. The zombie actually took less shots to kill than the pig did. That makes me a little bit sad. And I got some legs. Bullet plus 10, melee plus 18, explosion plus 18, radiation plus 15, that one's important, and cold plus 10. So that's kind of how you find clothes. Most items are picked up off of zombies, or you just walk into a place like this and you find a crate sitting around. Oh wow. I'm sure this is somebody's stuff, but sorry to them. Alright, so there is radiation in here. But I want to see what's in this crate, so I'm gonna risk it. Bullets, can always use those. Wow, there's a lot of radiation up here. Go ahead and consume some of my rad meds. And somebody just posted that if you're having lagging issues, set your graphics settings to fastest. And I think once I get into a safe area, that is exactly what I'll do. And it looks like some random asshole killed me. So, well, oh well. That is life. But the nice thing about it is because I've made myself a sweet little house, I should respawn there. Well, it looks like the server's under some stress. So I'm going to log off and log back on, set my settings to fastest, and see if that helps the situation. I will be right back. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It actually looks like I did not respawn at my house. I respawned in the exact place I died. And I still have all my stuff. So, that is excellent news for everybody involved. You, because now I can actually play at the same efficiency I was before, and me, because I would have been pissed if I would have lost all my stuff. I said, oh well, it happens, but it actually took a while for me to make that pistol. So... well, it certainly looks like the server is having some issues today. I don't know if that's the load. I don't know if that's the patch they pushed out 4 or 5 hours ago. So I think just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and venture back to the house, and we can find some things to do inside there. Although while I'm out, I can't pass up getting a bunch of wood. For some reason, I'm having a little trouble pulling my hatchet out. There we go. Alright, so let's gather some wood. It should be said that you can gather wood from trees, but actually the most efficient way to do it is find those little piles of wood and just smack the shit out of them. If you do that, you'll end up getting wood much faster. You get about 10 wood per hit versus 1 wood per maybe every 1 to 5 hits off a tree. So that is definitely the way to go. I'm actually going to pop a flare real quick, if I can pull one out, just so you guys can see what it's like. And as you can see, night is dark. I mean, there's no way around it. Night is ridiculously dark. And popping a flare, yeah, it only helps a little bit, so... And these things are in very short supply when you start the game, so just keep that in mind. It is, however, worth mentioning that no one can get into your house. If you try and get into someone else's house, it'll say that the door is locked. So that is extremely nice. So let's go ahead and get this fire going again. And there we go. My character is now comfortable again. The fire is going, so my food is decreasing much slower. I don't quite know why my metal ore isn't being converted into metal shards or whatever. I can't remember what it was called, but maybe it will. Sometimes it takes some time, and with the server being how it is today, you know, who knows. Man, having 2 medkits, that's really going to help. In my opinion, medkits are ridiculously necessary, because there's so many people out there that are just going to start shooting at you right off the bat. So, alright, well, this has been another short video. I might end up attaching another one onto it, just to extend it out a bit. But with the server acting up the way it is, I think I'm going to wait a little while till I do a, you know, a long 30-minute plus video. I might also be grouping with another YouTuber later today. Play a little bit with him, see what trouble we can get into. And there might be a giveaway that is Rust related. That is right, Rust related. Those of you who have been on the forums, you can probably guess what it is. So, yeah. make sure to watch the next video. I'll have details in that, and I can bet that you guys are going to be excited about it. So my name's been Skitterin. This has been Rust Alpha, episode 2. I hope you guys have a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I'll see ya. Alright, so this will be the second part of this video, guys. I decided to go ahead and make another one. In the time I stopped playing and started playing again, a server structure wipe has actually taken place. So when that happened, that lovely little cottage I built has gone bye-bye. Not a big deal, not a problem. It does, however, mean I need to go ahead and get a lot more wood so I can rebuild it. Which is a pain in the ass, but for those of you who have watched my Dead Linger videos, a very common thing for a game in alpha to do. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. If, you know, that's not your cup of tea and it's going to make you upset every time there's a server wipe, don't even bother picking this game up. Don't even bother asking for a key, because it's the nature of testing games. It really is. But it's okay. I still enjoy the game. It is still a ton of fun to play. I enjoy the hell out of it, and I plan on playing it for quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to build a house from the ground up. Okay, so what you're going to want to start with is the wood foundation. Now these are expensive. I mean, very expensive. So the best idea right off the bat is just to build 4 of them. Because even when you build 4 of them, it is still going to take you 2 minutes to do it. While you're crafting, you can't run. You can't move fast at all. I mean, you are literally a sitting duck for that period of time. So normally the best idea is to get away from other players. But seeing as everybody and their dog wants to get into this game and, you know, play it, it's kind of hard to get away from other players. I honestly don't know how big this map is in this world. I haven't really done any checking on that. But from what I've seen so far, there is just an enormous amount of people playing. You can't run around without seeing somebody else's structure. You can't run around without seeing somebody else, you know, hunting, gathering, what have you. So it's pretty dangerous right when there's a wipe of the structures. All I want is to get my foundation down. Once that's done, I can start building some posts, start building some walls, and then we can really get going. Once I've got, you know, the foundation, the posts and walls done, I become infinitely safer, because I can just crawl inside my little hole and do everything I need to from in there, you know, without being randomly shot from a distance. So I think we're going to build ours right here, because it seems like this is right in the middle of a spawn. If you can see over there, there's a pre-built structure, an NPC structure, whatever you want to call it, right over there. So we've got 2 seconds left, and then we can start laying stuff down. There we go. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Don't know why it won't let me build it right there. Let's see, can I build it right there? Alright. So there. Easy as that. We've got our foundation down. Now we need to put, I guess they're called pillars. We're going to build 3, 5, 7, 8. We need 8. We'll probably need 9, so I'll just go ahead and craft them. As you can tell, there's a huge difference between the cost of parts and the amount of time it takes to actually craft them. I mean, it's just a crazy difference. You notice it's 45 seconds to create 9 posts, where it took me 2 minutes to just create 4 blocks of foundation. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good area. It seems like there's a lot of resources around here. Not so many animals from what I can see in the immediate area, but just over that hill is the area I used to live in, and there's lots of deer, pigs, and bunnies out there, all ready and willing to drop their raw chicken breast for you to consume. I'm never going to get over that. It was just a shock when I killed my first animal and it dropped raw chicken breast. Alright, so there you go. This is the beginnings of the structure. I don't think I'm going to have enough wood to create the walls I need, or maybe the doorway. Let's see. 20. I'll go ahead and create a doorway right off the bat. So we are going to have to go get some more wood. Not a problem, because there's a couple nodes of it. I'm just going to start calling them nodes. I hate to sound really wowy, but shit happens. And you can turn this with the mouse wheel. Nice, easy way to do it. Oh, just out of curiosity, can I get the door going? Wooden door, 20. No, I can't. Alright, so I'm going to go over here and get some more wood for us. I'm going to try and do this quick. I don't want you to sit around and get bored while I'm gathering resources. I'm sure when you get into the game, maybe through a certain giveaway later, you'll have enough time to sit around and whack piles of wood to your heart's content. And you can see the excitement that comes with that. Alright, so I don't see any more wood in the immediate area. So I'm going to come back here and craft a door and see if I can craft enough walls to at least get this enclosed. See, the door takes 30 seconds to craft, almost as much as all of those pillars. And I know this game is going to turn off some people with the crafting times, because so many people have gotten into games these days where if you have the items, you can craft it immediately. But I actually like the crafting times. It adds some danger to being out in the world, you know, crafting, well, pretty much recklessly. There we go. There we have it, a door. Voila. Alright, so let's get some walls. They're 25 each, and we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Alright, can we get 7? We can get 6. And, of course, it's getting dark out. Alright, well, I'm gonna walk around, since I'm just as safe out here as I am inside my wall-less house. And hopefully I can find another bit of wood. If not, I guess I could just start beating away at this tree. So if you gather wood this way, you get 1 at a time, instead of the 10 or so at a time that you get from the wood piles. Not exactly the most efficient way to do it, but if there's no wood piles around and you have no other choice, then I guess that's what you gotta do. As you can see, it doesn't give me wood for every hit either, so... And it does make a ton of noise. I mean, even if they can't actually see your character, if it hasn't rendered yet on the screen, they can still hear this. So, I mean, stuff like this, someone either thinks, oh, well, there's some guy desperate for resources, or he sits there and thinks, oh, this is some noob playing and he doesn't know how to gather resources, so let's just go and kill him. It should be said that the community for this game, at least on the forums, it seems like there is a lot of trolling going on. So it would not surprise me if in the game here we had a lot of people just, you know, waiting around spawns. Well, I told you that happened in the first video. Just waiting to kill new people who enter. For whatever reason, maybe they don't want everybody playing this game. I'm sure everybody has their own reasons for PKing. But yeah, looks like my walls are almost done. Hooray! Hopefully I can get them up before someone runs over here and axes me in the face. Never a comfortable thing to have happen. So as you can see, once you get this shit crafted, I mean, it goes right up. There's no actual construction time. I need 2 more wood. Once you have it crafted, which is nice. Come on, one more wood. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to come in here and craft the last piece of wall I need. And then we're going to go back outside, gather 5 wood so we can start a fire. As you can see, my comfort level is cold because, well, it's nighttime and I don't have a fire going. Fires, oh shit. That would be someone walking around out there. So I need to hurry up and get this wall up now. Alright. There we go. Officially safe. Except for the fact that I'm losing food, my comfort level is cold, and I'm a little scared to go outside now. Yeah, you can hear them right outside. Not necessarily a good thing. I wonder if I can. Okay. I'm gonna craft a sleeping bag. What the sleeping bag does is, if you're killed out in the world somewhere, you can either choose to respawn at a random location, or you can choose to respawn at your camp. Your camp is wherever your sleeping bag is. So if I craft this and I lay it down inside my little house here, then anytime I die, I will come back to that sleeping bag. Very good thing. Very good thing. So I think I'm going to lay it in the corner over here. Not right in the corner, but yeah, sure, right there. Alright, so I've got my sleeping bag. I don't hear anybody outside, but at the same time, I don't think I'm going to be willing to risk going out there. So let's go ahead and light one of these up, just to give us some light, because looking at darkness is, frankly, no fun. So yeah, there's my cool sleeping bag. You can't actually sleep in it. All you can do is pick it up. So, and another thing, when you light these, all that light that's going on the trees and everything, everybody else can see that. So, using these out in the open, also not a very good idea. So I'm just putting that out there because it's, you know, anything you do outside of your safe zone, which is the structures you build, that is until someone comes in and tries to destroy them, anything you do outside, you're risking your life. I mean, in a big way. And when you die, the only things you spawn with are 1 axe, 1 health kit, and 1 of these flares. You do not spawn with a gun. You do not spawn with anything over here in your equipped area. You do not spawn with any food, which I need to eat right now. But yeah, you don't spawn with gunpowder, anti-radiation meds. It's literally just these 3 items right here. 1 of each. which I guess is more than a game like DayZ gives you at the beginning. At least after you die the first time. I don't think you spawn with a gun. I don't know. That game's changed a lot since the first time I played it, so who knows. Alright, so my food is over 1,000. That's helpful for a little while. I really do need to get a fire going, though. So, I think I'm going to risk going outside, since I haven't heard anybody out there in a while. Always close your doors when you exit your house. Those voices that keep popping up, just creepy as shit. Alright, so there's my 5 wood. Let's... if I can actually get in my own house. Alright, so let's go to the crafting menu. Campfire. Like I said, you need campfires at night. You waste so much food if your character's condition is cold, or if his comfort level is cold. You just fly through your food very quickly. And when there's a lot of people out in the world, food becomes a very, very valuable item. So let's go ahead and throw this down. Put it right next to my sleeping bag. Keep me warm on those cold, lonely nights. And there we go. As you can see, my comfort level has changed from cold to, well, comfort. So, good news for me, I guess. At least until daylight comes, in which case I'll need to go out and find some more wood to continue building my house. And someone's walking around outside me again. You know, I really hope that they can hear me pulling the slide back on my guns, because that could be a very scary sound for someone who does not have a gun. No, I just made a sound when I moved, so they know I'm here. They are right at my door. If they start axing my house, I'm going to go out there and have to kill them, probably. Whoa! Well, if I had to guess, I would say this is my first run-in with... Oh, why the hell did it spawn me way out here? I would say that's probably my first run-in with either someone who was glitching or somebody who was hacking. Or maybe if you move at the right angle you can see through those things, I don't know. But either way, I have lost all my gear. I have no idea where my house is. And it looks like I'm in an area with animals and a couple of resources. So it looks like I'm going to have to start over. So I will hopefully get my gear crafted again. I will hopefully get some more resources. And once I have that basic structure rebuilt, I will go ahead and continue to the next video. Remember, the next video is where I'm going to announce what our special giveaway is. So, stay tuned and make sure you watch it. Lame. See you guys.